Genshin Impact, the game we all love, is finally getting a new update. And it's gonna change everything. This update will be available on the 22nd of this month, so be prepared. Not only will it bring new endgame content, it will also bring new characters, places to explore, crazy new systems, and much more. You might not have heard about it too much, but I'm clearly talking about Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves will forever change Genshin whether you like it or not. Kuro Games will finally make Hoyo get their ass off the couch, cause let's be honest, right now, we in bed with Kuro Games and Hoyo is the cuck sitting on the chair watching. Even if Wuthering Waves were to flop, it would still affect Genshin's current and future development. Cause let's be honest, if the stinker of a game that is Tower of Fantasy is still bringing in the millions, there is no way on earth Wuthering Waves is failing. Kuro Games' track record proves they are more than competent at making good video games, something that Hoyo knew about before Genshin got redundant. As they say, staleness breeds boredom, and right now, Genshin players are so bored they're on life support trying to get revived. From mediocre to outright bad updates, the cost of the game increasing, this one is debatable honestly, and the destruction of the previous combat mechanics, looking at you Gio and Dendro. Genshin's gameplay became absolute ass the moment Dendro was introduced and Gio was left behind, as Mr. Amtash said himself.
They made the game a lot easier with it, that is for sure. The game is a lot easier because of Dendro, which, I don't know if that's an issue. It's easier to build. I just wish Dendro was in the game from the beginning because I would have played the game completely differently. Like, I legitimately would have... I mean, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter that much. But I would have played the game completely differently. I feel like, unfortunately, because of the way Dendro is, it's so good right now that, like, you could have just built a couple Dendro teams and, like, shit on all the content in the game and then built a bunch of fun teams. But me, I was, like, chasing perfection with crit rate and crit damage stuff, and... I don't know, I just feel like I wasted so much time getting good artifacts that, like, don't matter anymore.
Essentially, Hoyo pulled the same trick Warframe did, catering to new players and ignoring the veterans, disregarding their needs. Of course, this strategy is the one that makes the most money. That is until you run out of people. Looking at you, Facebook. Since older players already got 3 if not 4 teams all built up, they tend to spend less money on the game. In Genshin's case, there really wasn't a need to spend anything as the game has no actual endgame content. Genshin just hasn't been in a good spot for a solid year. I say this because I stopped playing just before Bice's first banner. And you might say, oh well, if you haven't played, how can you talk shit about the game? First, do me a solid and stop riding Hoyo's dick, because it's so far up your ass it's reached your brain and it's affecting your logic and reasoning. Second, I don't need to always be playing a game to criticize it. I have just under 2,000 hours in Path of Exile, and God knows how many in League. Yet I still shit on both games, and let me tell you from experience, not playing a game you are not enjoying is the best you can do for said game. Path of Exile has had several bad or mediocre updates, and I can assure you that the very next update was almost always a banger. Why, you may ask? It's simple. They actually listen to the player base. Don't get me wrong, Genshin Impact was a great game. I enjoyed my time with it. However, the bad decisions that Hoyo kept making just kept piling up. Maybe out of 30 bad ones, 2 or 3 were good, until one of them broke the camel's back. The camel being the first anniversary rewards, and later the third anniversary rewards with the epic 3 wishes. Let's not lie to ourselves. Hoyo has the best character making expertise in the business, but when they miss, oh boy do they fucking miss. And that's exactly the problem. Genshin only has character design going for it. It still beats Honkai Star Rail in my opinion, but that's a video for another day. When all is settled, Genshin still has a bad story, bad combat, bad weapon banner, and Paimon. Also, for the people that say, no, the story's actually pretty good, all I say is, please play your second video game. If Genshin's story is as good as you all say, then Nier Automata is god tier, which is kinda true. However, then I'm also allowed to say that Destiny 2 has a good story. It was until it wasn't. Ring any bells?
And for centuries, humanity thrived. Until it didn't.
Hell, Path of Exile has a good story by that standard. It doesn't, it's just interesting, that's all. With that, all you have left is either mediocre minigames or the card game. Which, by the way, I actually enjoyed, but I felt like the gameplay was too one-dimensional at the beginning. But card game enjoyer enjoying card games. Shocker. But if I wanted to play card games, why would I bother playing Genshins if there's Legends of Runeterra, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Gathering, and dare I say, Hearthstone? Anyways, I'll now leave you with an amazing clip. If you need me, I'll be over on Clicker Heroes because that game actually has endgame content. Or you can catch me over on twitch.tv/mj_metzner, where I'll be streaming this new epic update, Honka Star Rail, and anything that looks interesting. And if you're feeling brave, you can also follow me over on Twitter at mj_metzner. Bye bye!
Percent chance this person likes me. Bless me? Cool, go for it. You got it. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh, she's actually watching. Oh my god.
Good, Paul. Dictone's girlfriend no more. Let's see, man. Ooh, that's one miss. Run it back. Here we go. And. Woo.
No way. Dude, this is like 20 PT.
Tectone Homa. Tectone
Oh
Homa.
my god, my heart.
Tectone Homa. Divine Brissinger.
Okay.
Bro's gonna stroke out.
50, by the way.
Bro is having a panic attack. And.
Yes!
Tectone Brissinger. Tectone. Tascate kudasai. Tascate Tectone Homa. Hey. Congrats, homie.
Thank you also.
Stroke one out for me later. You deserved it.
Thank you.
Insane. Tascate kudasai. Tectone Homa. Yo, booksu